All right. Welcome everyone to our fifth GBM of the semester. Today we have a couple Miracle League coordinators speaking with us. Really cool opportunity. I'll go through some stuff. So here's our point submission form to get 2 points for being at the GBM. Also put this at the end. Anyone needs it. A few seconds. All right, points and dues. I think everyone knows the deal with this. If you have points and you're active and you haven't paid dues yet, please make sure to do that so you can um, completely be an active member and earn your cords. Um, Other news, applications for the 2026-2027 Executive Board for AES are open. This is a really cool opportunity to gain leadership experience and also just get more behind the scenes inside of the organization. Really cool opportunities to work with other organizations on campus and community programs to learn more about adaptive sports. So if you really like our mission and our events and our goals, then this is a great way to get more involved. The application is open to all members, and we really encourage everyone to apply. And this will be closing on the Sunday, April 5th. So I think that's Easter Day. It's the last day of spring break. So it will be closing at 11:59 on that day. And then upcoming event, this is after spring break. This will be our next GBM. It'll be with Annie Wozniak. She's an adaptive strength coach at a local CrossFit clinic, CrossFit 1904. So she works with a lot of people with physical disabilities, programming exercise for them, and she's going to come in and talk about how she adapts exercise to those clients and the creative ways she can get people active. So that'll be a really cool one for everyone to see. And then I'll hand it over to Miracle League of San Diego.
All right. Well, hi, everybody. I'm Stefanie Waszut,
And I'm Sue Kaufman.
and we run Miracle League of San Diego. Go to the next slide. Here. All right.
Oh, he's going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm Stefanie. I've been with the program for 14 years now. I started as a buddy, then transitioned to a coach, and now I am the coordinator of the Bell Middle School location in Chula Vista, and I also still coach.
Okay. And my name is Sue Kaufman, and I'm a instructional assistant and paraeducator in the Encinitas School District. I've been with Miracle League for a long time, and I recruit most of my kids in my class, in my special day classes, to play at Miracle League.
Next. All right, so this is kind of our mission. So the Miracle League of San Diego provides children and adults with special needs the opportunity to play baseball in an organized league. And something really cool about our league is that the only age requirement we have is that they be 5 years or older. So we have kids in our program that start at 5 and now we're hitting our 20-year mark. So, they're 25. Some of our players are in their 40s. We don't have an age limit, so it's all abilities and all ages. Next. Okay, so this is a little snippet that one of our really special buddies came up with. So she is a buddy to her brother who plays in the league, and she has just been such an influential buddy because she helps us run our social media and take care of those kind of things. But she had a really powerful thing to say at school recently that I thought we should highlight. So, when players cross home plate every Saturday and Sunday, their smiles light up the field. The cheers and laughter of parents, grandparents, siblings, and friends in the stands create an atmosphere of pure joy. Add to that the dedication and love of hundreds of coaches and buddies who volunteer each week, and you have the heart of the Miracle League of San Diego. This is more than a league, it's a community, a family, and truly the happiest place in San Diego. So that's something that really stuck to us. It's why we do it. Like Sue said, we both have full-time jobs on top of this. So we do this out of love and creating this community and allowing this space for all of our players. No. All right. So our programs. So I'll speak about Bell first. So we have Bell Middle School in Chula Vista, and that's a Saturday program for all abilities and all ages.
Oh, okay. Padres Park. That's up in Solana Beach. We're in San Diego Park. We built a brand new field. Our last one was 18 years old, and we just resurfaced everything. So it's brand new. We're affiliated with the Padres, so it's called Padres Park. But Bell Middle School is also affiliated with Padres. And we have Saturday. I have games from 9:30 to 5:30. So if you ever want to come anytime, I'll take you. You can come, and if you want to volunteer and buddy, great. You want to play, you just want to watch. It's probably to me the happiest place on earth. I mean, it's happier than Disneyland to me. And I know that's really hard to understand, but the kids have the biggest smiles. And then on Sunday, we also do a competitive league. And the competitive league, they play actually 3 innings, and they play or they try to play with real rules. So there's 3 outs, there are strikeouts. Um, we're during on Saturday, everybody hits, everybody runs the bases, every game's a tie. It's the best place on earth, and the smiles are the best.
Next. All right, so why we matter. Baseball is America's pastime. It's something that a lot of people congregate around. I mean, San Diego, we're really big Padres fans out here. And the fact that the Padres work with us is also a really big point for a lot of our families and our community. The Padres donate jerseys to us, so the kids look like Padres players. And that's something that they really, really take pride in because they look just like the big leaguers that they see on their TVs. We create this space for the kids to come and just enjoy sports and teamwork, friendship, being active, and being around others that they may or may not have the opportunity to be around is something that we find really impactful. And barriers that could potentially stop our kids from being able to be there are things like fields, adaptive equipment, social opportunities, understanding of uh, different abilities, and the ability to just be yourself on the field isn't something that happens in a traditional league a lot of times. You have a lot of times in a traditional league, you got to listen to your coach, you got to follow the rules, you got to do something a certain way, right? There are certain ways to play the game. But like Sue said, on Saturdays, it's about being there, being present, having fun. Nobody strikes out. Everybody hits the ball. Everybody hits a home run. There's no outs. There's always a tie. So Miracle League helps these individuals build confidence, be physically active and part of their community, and have that sense of belonging that comes from not only being with a team, but building a relationship with their buddy, which is a volunteer that works one-on-one with these athletes to help them to be the best that they can be, but also keep them safe at the same time. Next slide. Okay, so a typical Saturday looks a little bit different for each of us. So personally at Bell, I get there about an hour early. I generally have a volunteer group every week that helps set up. We also work with SDSU's Rotaract program. So they are a really big helpful part of our program to get the day going. We set up all the equipment, that's tees and sponsor banners, a PA, snack bar, merch, all the traditional things that you would see at a normal baseball field. And then when people start coming in, it's just smiles and happiness. We get the game going. It's about a 55-minute game, and all the kids play each inning. So every inning, everyone bats, and that is coach pitch or off the tee. It just kind of depends on the child and their abilities and their confidences. The buddies can help them as much as they want or need. And when the player comes up to bat, my favorite part is hearing their player cards, which parents, when they register, have filled this out for the child. And it gives fun facts, just tidbits about the child, just like the big leaguers get on the big screen and everything else. And also we do walk-up songs at my location. So it gives just a little bit extra special like pizzazz because all the kids start dancing. We love We love hearing the song choices. Those are always interesting. And then every game ends in a tie. And that in itself is special because none of our kids really ask most of the time either. They don't really care. So what about over at Padres Park?
Yeah. The picture you're seeing is Padres Park. We also, as I said, we have games from 9:30 to 4:30. So we're there all day. Come visit. We'd love to have people come up and help, or just watch. Um, we also have games or 2 innings. Um, Players, everybody gets to bat. Everybody goes in the field. Usually in the field, especially on my team, because my kids are little. I teach kinder, and so they're all out there. They like to play duck, duck, goose in the outfield. So it's really just a fun time for them. Um, each, as Stephanie said, we have announcer cards. They're hysterical. I mean, kids like pepperoni pizza, or kids play Minecraft, or they like their dad, whatever. Um, it's everybody just has fun. Um, what are you pointing to? Oh, yeah. The field is rubberized and bases are painted on to allow a flat, safe field so everybody can play. Wheelchairs, walkers,
Scooters,
scooters,
power
whatever,
wheelchairs,
anything.
canes, all of it.
Yes, and we have individuals who are hearing impaired, sight impaired, and
Everybody's welcome. And that's the thing with this field, the kids can sit on second base and it feels the same as sitting in the outfield. And with those buddies around, we make sure that they are able to keep a safe space and not run into each other as much as possible and just to have fun.
and I'm not going to stress anymore that you can come to the field anytime on Saturday because I love volunteers.
Volunteers are the backbone of the program, as we will speak about in a slide or two. Yes.
Okay. See, I haven't seen this presentation yet, so I'm just going by the fly.
So let's go to the next one, please. Buddies. Okay, so like we said, we could not do this without our buddies. So currently we have 370 athletes registered in our 3 programs, 35 of them being in the independent ones in competitive league, which leaves, 250 odd kids that need a one-on-one situation and able to compete safely and have the best time. So we rely heavily on our buddies and our coaches, but we definitely have more buddies than coaches, to provide a safe space for our kids that allow them to just be the best that they can be to whatever capacity that is. So our buddies encourage players, they build friendships because it becomes more than just an interaction on the field. A lot of our buddies and players end up matching for years and years. And when buddies graduate and go to college, a lot of those families still keep in touch with those kids and those families. And it becomes so much more than just a baseball program. It really is a community and a family. And that's something that we strive to continue. And that is the reason why we always need buddies, because we always have new players and our league is ever expanding. Just recently in the last year, Del Mar, that's Solana Beach location, went from 14 teams on Saturday to 16 teams. So we are always expanding and always looking for buddies and people who are looking to make an impact on a community. Next slide. So some of the impacts that we have seen personally within our league on our players, buddies / coaches and community, this is just the tip of the iceberg, honestly, but our league is so much more than just playing baseball. It's about inclusion and confidence, self-esteem, being on a team, which is something that some people probably take for granted. These kids don't always have the space to be on a sports team and to generally follow the rules of the sport or to have people cheering for them. So we encourage them to keep at it and to work on their motor skills and physical activity. We have kids who, season after season, their skills grow. So some kids, maybe they started hitting off the tee and then suddenly they want to try coach pitch and they might need hand over hand. But eventually they may get to the point where they're able to hit off the coach, and to see the smiles from the parents and the players is honestly what keeps us all motivated and, moving along. And that works for the buddies and coaches as well. So developing the empathy and understanding for others who are different than them, and building leadership, communication, teamwork, friendships, and connections that sometimes last, decades in a lifetime. And we definitely see an interest in certain careers like education, therapies, healthcare, that we feel go hand in hand with what they're seeing every week, working with their buddies and being on these teams long term. Community wise, the idea of inclusivity is so important nowadays. Creating a support system for our neurotypical families, but also our special needs families. They are able to talk to each other and gain support from each other. Finding out systems that work and don't work for certain kids, or resources, things like that. We really pride ourselves on creating an environment that encourages volunteerism, community involvement, and making just kinder and more compassionate generations to come.
Wait. Okay, so the little girl, who's not so little right there in that picture, her name is Peyton. She is one of my students from a few years back. That is her smile for hitting the ball, for one of the first times that she hit it coach pitch. How can you not love that? I don't know who that's from your field.
So this is Alec. Alec needs wheelchair assistance, but he is the happiest guy. He has also the quirkiest songs. And I think it's a little bit of mom and a little bit of him influencing. But this is his friend from school that actually joined. They met at school, and Alec, actually, his family encouraged the buddy to participate. And so now not only is there a special connection from just passing each other in school, but also on the baseball field. Next slide. All right, so how to get involved. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. You can email either one of us. Our information will be at the end of the PowerPoint. We also obviously have an amazing website, so miracleleagueofsandiego.org. And we also have a home run derby coming up on May 2nd and May 3rd. May 2nd is at Bell Middle School in Chula, and May 3rd is at Padres Park in Del Mar. And it's 3 minutes of time where you just get to hit away on our field using our bats and our balls to raise money for Miracle League. You can get sponsorship by the home run or just a flat rate. It's something that anyone in Miracle League can participate in. So we have players that participate, buddies, coaches, friends, family members. It's a really fun day. Honestly, the kids get a kick out of hitting the ball more than just once and having to run the bases. Most of them love all the eyes on them and showing off their skills. But if you're interested in just being a buddy for game days, it's only about an hour and a half commitment every Saturday. Our games are about 55 minutes. We ask you to be there 10, 15 minutes early. It's 2 innings. You help the kids play, and then you can go about your day and you feel a little bit better, for sure.
I'm going to add a couple of things. Home Run Derby on May 3rd is at Padres Park up in Solana Beach, and you can sign up. And we have plastic bats. They're black plastic bats, and we have soft balls. That's a big thing that we use. Kids don't get hurt. And that's what we use for our home run derby also. So you'd be hitting with what the kids hit.
Yep.
And it's a lot of fun. And as far as buddies, your team, you get placed with the player on a specific team. So your team will play all different times on a Saturday. You'll get a schedule. And so that's the hour and a half time. If you can be there all 10, we play for 10 weeks. So Each season is 10 weeks. So if you can make it the whole time, great. If not, you can come and play 2 or 3 games with your buddy. But it's all about connection.
All right, and that should be it. Oh, that didn't. That looks a little different. So I will make sure to follow up with both of our email addresses. But at this point, if anyone has any questions or comments, we're open to that.
And again, don't forget, come anytime on Saturday from 9:30 to 4:30. We're there. We also have a snack shack and we make hot dogs.
Well, it sounds like an amazing program. I
Really
wanted to ask.
quiet.
Oh, am I? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
No.
no, you're good.
Okay. I wanted to ask, how have you both said you've been there and involved with Miracle League for a while. How have you seen the program change or grow over the years?
Well, for me, mine grows a lot due to the fact that I am in the school district. I'm in Encinitas Union School District. So I teach K through 3. So the minute my kids show up at my school, because they're 5 years old, I'm like, oh, you've got to play Miracle League. So that's how we have grown literally 2 teams. We're always out there trying to recruit people.
I mean, I agree. It grows every year. Amount of players that are interested, families that are interested, they hear about us through word of mouth or through the school systems. I will say just in this last year, we've had growth like physically. So this field right here that we're looking at is, our baby. We basically had 10 months to raise the funds to get this refurbished and ready to go for the kids. And we got it done largely in part with the Padres. But that in itself is showing the growth that we have, that we're able to come together and figure it out for the large amount of kids, like I said, that grow every year. The teams just in the last year have grown, and we're talking about more growth at, both of our programs. So the interest is there. I think parents want to get their kids involved. I think some parents don't know that they can get their kids involved in organized sports. I think sometimes parents might feel a little marginalized when it comes down to sports and what's available. But just getting our name out there and people hearing about us and buddies talking to their friends, and then suddenly the friends want to, come volunteer and take part, I think is a large part of it. But we've been around this is our 19th year. So the league has done nothing but grow. I don't think there's any season we've stalled out with the same registration number. So we're constantly growing and expanding. And that's the exciting part, is that more and more kids get the opportunity to play on a team and feel the connectivity of a team sport.
We're also in the process of opening up a 3rd field in Vista. We're working with the county and the schools to build us a field, basically, because we need to have special field. Our fields are special. They have the rubberized foundation is like it's basically the stuff that is on a track, because we have to be able to have it so that it's accessible to anything and everyone. So we're in the process of talking with Vista schools to make a 3rd field. So we're in growth mode all the time. And it took us literally, we raised $900,000 to raise our field in 4 months.
That's incredible.
Yes.
And the Padres are amazing and very much involved with our group.
What advice would you have for someone who wants to be a buddy, but maybe it's their first time working with someone with special needs or working with someone with a physical disability?
Come to the field. Come to the field. You don't have to choose or pick. I'll put you with somebody. And you can see if you like it. If you don't like it, you can leave. But I promise you, you won't. You'll like it.
Right. I would second that, because we don't require any baseball knowledge. We don't require any special needs experience. It's basically someone who's willing to just jump in and learn and be proactive in just being a part of the game and helping their athlete to do their best. Some of the kids can, catch and throw and play, and other kids, it might just be like, let's get on the field and let's make sure a line drive doesn't come at you.
Oh, no, the best part is my buddies, and I could probably pull up about 20 pictures of them playing Duck Duck Goose in the outfield.
Duck Duck Goose is a popular one. Chase, tag. Some of our kids bat in the outfield, and I have a couple kids that just love to hit the ball. So home run derby is just their jam. So it really is. It's a very loose term of baseball in the sense that we're not keeping track of runs, hits, outs, pitches. Everybody wins. It's always a tie. We're there to have fun and to be active and to connect.
And we're there to give the parents, which is the most important thing, 45 minutes of alone time. We have the kids. They don't have to worry about them. They're on the field. It's an enclosed field. They can't go anywhere. We've got them. And for the parents, it's the best. They have 45 minutes to say, on a Saturday. And that's really great. A big part of it.
Yep, I agree.
Does anyone else have any questions?
I expect to see you all, Danica, Kalina, Amanda, Cami, at one of our fields.
Yeah, so our registration is open currently on our website, or you can email either of us. I also provided your coordinator with the links. So we do floater and full-time. So if you know you're going to miss some games, you can write yourself down as a floater and come when you're available. And if you think you can make most of the games, you can be a full-time buddy as well. So really have that flexibility in your schedule and what you're thinking. We also play in the spring and the fall. So if it's not something you're available to do with your schedules right now, the fall is also an option.
Okay, and I have another question. What does your group do? I know nothing about this group.
So our group is
your SDSU, right?
Yeah, so we're a student organization at SDSU, and we, as our name is, we're Aztec Adaptive Sports. So we're involved with kind of spreading advocacy and awareness for adaptive sports, so people with physical disabilities. Our main goal is to make sure that athletes of all abilities have access to recreation or competitive competition here on campus. So we bring in a lot of guest speakers like you guys who work in the realm of adaptive sports, whether that's coaches or advocates, athletes themselves, to talk about their experiences. We like to bring in volunteer opportunities as well for students that are interested in working with a unique population and working in this field, so they can get hands-on experience, which this would be an amazing experience for a lot of our members, and we're going to push it out to them to get a big group involved and try and help out at your organization. So really just advocacy, spreading awareness for adaptive sports.
We have other ways for you to volunteer. If you didn't want to volunteer as a buddy, but just wanted to come for one day, we can always use you as a volunteer that helps run our snack shack, our merchandise. Buddies, if we run, we don't have enough, we'll send you on the field with them, announcing little things like that. And we schedule them out at the end of this season, for the beginning of next season. So we can also, if a group of you wanted to come together and volunteer, that's one way of doing it.
Absolutely.
We also, are any of you trying to be APE teachers? I'll take that as a no. What are you guys going for as far as majors?
A lot of the students in our organization are thinking about going into physical therapy or athletic training, or a lot of those pre-healthcare fields.
Awesome.
Okay. Well, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, we're here. Yeah. Always looking for more volunteers. Like she said, you can volunteer as a group or individually, and it's a great way to just jump in. If you want to just come in for the day and just watch, that's also something that the kids love, people cheering for them. I can't stress that enough.
Or dancing. I'm big on dancing. Just, I dance in the middle of the field. I love to do it. because they play music all the time. I'm right up there.
It's a good time.
The sillier you
Well,
are, the better they love it.
yeah, it sounds like an amazing organization, and we'll definitely be in touch and try and get involved with some
Perfect.
of your events.
Okay, I'm
But
done.
thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to share this nonprofit with us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, it was fun.
For anyone who needs any of these links, here's the point submission form and the group me and the membership form. But you guys are good to go and have a great rest of your Wednesday night. Thank you so much.